Hi all, in this video we show you how to complete all of the Advanced Mentat training in Dune Awakening. Once you have unlocked the Mentat class, you have the option to learn more skills for this profession by finding the Advanced Trainer and doing a series of contracts. In this case, the Advanced Trainer is called Saint David and you can find him at the Social Hub in Arrakeen. To get there, you can either take your own top to via the overland map or use one of the pilot NPCs stationed at trade posts. The advanced training consists of a total of 6 quests and will walk you through each of them step by step. Now, before we get started, if you find our content helpful and would like to support us, please don't forget to leave a comment, give us a thumbs up, subscribe or become a member of our channel. To begin with the first step for the advanced training, speak with Saint David at the Salusan Bull in Arrakeen. Once you arrive at the Social Hub, head straight into the central plaza and turn immediately right. Saint is located on the lower floor of the bar in the far back. Once you talk to him, he will give you the contract Calculated Calamity and ask you to interrogate a Mobula gang member back in Haga Basin. The NPC in question can be found at the Anvil trade post in Eastern Vermilius Gap. Once you have questioned the first gang member, they reveal another source you should interrogate. Head to Riftwatch, the Harkonnen fortress in the far south of Hagar Rift. The second gang member can be found around the large complex. Speak to Starkey and pressure him to give you some intel about the gang. Your next destination is the gang's base, the sweep outpost in Jabal Ifrit al-Janub. Once you enter the base, your contract will update and ask you to find information about other bases. There's a briefcase with intel that's located just right when ascending the first set of stairs. Next, you're tasked with sabotaging the generator, which is located just a few steps from the briefcase. Once you interact with it, your contract asks you to sabotage a vehicle. You'll find it by heading west and jumping down from the last platform. Once you have sabotaged the vehicle, you get an update where to head next, Chattel Passage. The outpost in question is located north of the Hand of Kedir, northeast from your previous location. Once you enter the base, you are tasked with finding a Minimic film. You can find it in the room on the ground floor of the main building, in a golden loot case. Your next task is to sabotage the comms console, which is in the back of the room above you. Once done, deliver the Minimic film to Saint in Arrakeen. This will complete the contract and you will have earned the trust of the trainer. To begin with the contract that unlocks level 2 of your skills, speak again to Saint at the bar in Arrakeen. He will give you the contract, an olive branch, and ask you to deliver the Minimic film to Thufir Havat. Thufir can be found in the west of Arrakeen, towards the end of the large outdoor area. After delivering the Minimic film and speaking with him, you learn that Thufir is less than impressed, and you must now report back to Saint. While a setback for Saint, he agrees to train you and you have now unlocked level 2 of your skills. To begin with the contract that unlocks level 3 of your skills, speak again to Saint at the bar in Arrakeen. He will give you the contract Cataloging Defectors and ask you to locate a specific deserter camp back in Haga Basin. The camp you're looking for is Arctus Cavern and is located in the north of Haga Rift. You can easily park your Thopter on the roof of the building just next to the landing dock. When you arrive at the location, your contract will update and ask you to collect blood samples from the Atreides deserters here. There are numerous enemies around the landing dock, as well as behind the building. Kill them and extract their blood. Once done, your contract will ask you to locate and kill the Atreides deserter leader. Look for an opening on the ground floor of the main building. The leader can usually be found just behind the broken down tank. Next, take a blood sample from the leader and bring it back to Saint in Arrakeen. When delivering the sample, Saint tells you that you have earned some more training and you have now unlocked level 3 of your skills. To begin with the contract that unlocks the first of your 3 capstone skills, speak again to Zane and the bar in Arakeen. He will give you the contract Bloody Results and asks you to deliver a mimic film with his findings to Thufir Havat. Head back to Thufir in the west of Arakeen, towards the end of the large outdoor area. Delivering the mimic film is seemingly not changing Thufir's mind. It's time to return to Zane. Thufir's response is clearly affecting Zane, but he agrees nonetheless to provide you with further training. You have now unlocked your first capstone skill, Hunter Seeker. To begin with the contract that unlocks your second capstone skill, speak again to Zane in the bar in Arakeen. He will give you the contract, The Price of Rejection, and ask you to travel to the Passage of Artemis in Hagabesin. This particular outpost is located at the northern border of the western shield wall. And unlike other locations, this outpost is a PvP area. To complete the contract, you will have to unlock and use several Mentat skills. So be prepared to spend some skill points or respec if necessary. The skills you would need are Solido Decoy, Hunter Seeker, and Poison Mine. Once you enter the outpost, your contract will update and ask you to place a Solido Decoy as a distraction. You can do this anywhere and you don't have to be in combat for it to count. Next, it will ask you to deploy a Hunter Seeker. Once deployed, you are asked to infiltrate the annex with a Hunter Seeker. Now, we noticed this a bit too late, otherwise we would have positioned ourselves slightly closer to the annex as the range and duration of the Seeker is limited. But we managed to reach it regardless. The next step could possibly have been combined with the previous one, but if you, like we here, clumps it a bit, simply wait for the cooldown and do it in 2 steps. Your goal is to assassinate the informant who is located in the annex with the Hunter Seeker. This time we positioned ourselves a bit closer to the annex. However, once in the building, the informant didn't appear properly as expected. So we had to wait around a bit before we got our hit. Simply hit Q to execute. Once done, place the Poison Mine to cover your tracks. Again, this can be done anywhere within the outpost. After a successful mission, report back to Zane in Arakeen. Speaking to Zane reveals more about the root of his issues, but he also agrees to provide you with further training. You have now unlocked your second capstone skill, Source of Power. To begin with the last step of your advanced training that unlocks your third capstone skill, speak again with Zane at the bar in Arakeen. He will give you the contract Untwisted Questions and asks you to talk to a Tleilaxu trader back in Hagabesin. The NPC in question can be found at the Pinnacle Station trade post in Jabal Ifrit Al Garb. Speak to the trader and inquire about the Tleilaxu way of twisting the mind. While he doesn't want to give you a direct answer, he hints at others that might have gained this knowledge. Your goal is to find information in a shipwreck called the Delphis. The shipwreck can be found in the center of the Sheol. The area here is a radiation zone, so you have to bring a radiation suit to explore the shipwreck. The wreck itself is also a PvP area, so keep that in mind as well. We decided to take the entrance into the wreck from the south side and make our way to the center. Once inside, your contract will ask you to search for Tleilaxu information. It is dark in here, so a personal light can come in handy. In the larger room, head to the northwest corner and locate the purple ID band in the small corridor. You technically don't need it for this quest, but you might as well pick it up for the large loot chest in the end. Take the small exit at the top. Head right and into another corridor. Keep to the left until you enter the room with the Pentador. The item you need for the quest is in the golden loot case on the table. You can now head back to Zane in Arakeen. Once you deliver your findings, Zane will offer you one last session of training. This will unlock your third and final capstone skill, Shield Overcharge. In addition, you will also receive Thufir's Best, a unique rifle. And this concludes all 6 contracts for the Mentat Advanced training. You have now unlocked every skill there is. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe or share with your friends.